And according to YouTube, we are live. Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to my Black Ops 4 prep stream. A lot of you have already asked in the chat before this went live, what in the hell is a prep stream and why are you actually on Black Ops 3 tonight? Well, the short version is, if you haven't noticed on this channel, I have been playing a lot of Fortnite and a lot of PC games and a lot of non-console games that I have not... I haven't kept up with my console skills. I also realize my scaling and my background image is less than perfect here. So tonight, I'm going to be breaking out the good old PlayStation 4 controller again. Going to be getting in some practice and going to be playing the game that is most similar to Black Ops 4, which is Black Ops 3, so that when the beta comes out, I'm not completely rusty, not out of practice, and not a total potato. I cannot play that list, but I can play good old Domination. Hello, Owner Mage, Meme Scooter, Alex Lorepsi, Connor, Lycan, Jason, Mode, good to see you, Matt Man the Boy, Diego Fernandez, Austin is cool, Caleb Johnson, and our Discord is in chaos tonight, but you can still join it if you want to. We've closed down the Not Safe for Work channel in accordance to Discord rules, and they're trying to kind of sort that out. Is Blackout in the beta? It is, but not in this weekend's beta. It's going to be coming in a later beta. Later beta? Okay, later beta. Hello, Reaper the Rager. Good to see you. Hello, Enforce 5. Hello, Chin the Rainbow. Yes, of course I'm excited for Black Ops 4. What I'm most excited about is Blackout. What I'm also really very excited about is what the community is going to think about Black Ops 4. But right now I'm trying to shake off all these Fortnite fingers and get a little COD skills back in me. Okay, what have I got? We're going to start off nice and easy here. We're just going to do like plain Jane Kuda. Easiest thing I can think of because they're already moving back on this side of the map to murder me and my team with score streaks and everything, so I'm just going to have to go in their spawn and kill them, or I'm going to be going nowhere. I can already tell that I'm super uncomfortable with the aiming. Yep. I can see the problems with good old 60 FPS now that I've been in 120 for a long time, and I'm super off on my sticks, so I need to get better at this. I need to, well, that wasn't too bad a shooting. I did get smashed by an RCXD. Yeah, Jack Mac plays. I heard loud and clear that J-Hub hates Black Ops 4. I think people living in a cave in Afghanistan heard that J-Hub hates Black Ops 4. Like, there is no secret to any human being living on Earth right now that J-Hub does not like Black Ops 4. I'm well aware. Like, that got me pretty good right there. But I'm just trying to get my console skills back. I don't want to boot up the beta and play like a total absolute tater, because that's likely to happen. Oh, that guy's completely blown up. Well, I guess I'll try this again. I'm the meat shield. I don't really care if they shoot at me. Perfect. Oh, looks like they are definitely going to be shooting at me. I'd imagine they'd probably come over here very soon. But since we want to play a little aggressive, let's go up and say... Oh, what? What a weenie spot to put that. Hello, Ann. Good to see you. Ann, I haven't seen you in a long time. But it is good to see you again. This guy's up here above me. He's I think a teammate just got him. Okay, so now they're back on this side again. I want to get in close and see if I can get like a nice streak with my Ripper here. Though I don't think they're going to be quite so stupid as to let me do that. Oh, they might. Oh, we're going. We're getting some rips in. We are definitely getting in some rips here. We got in a few rips. It wasn't a total failure. Could be better. Could be worse. Everything on this map is completely exploding. Hello, Matt Man the Boy. No game sound? Really? Okay. So I checked to make sure that the game sound was working before I booted the stream. It was working just fine and dandy before I booted the stream. I double-checked all of my options and they were all perfectly accurate and correct. And then I decided, just to be sure, I'm going to do a quick reboot and double-check that they're all fine. And I did all that, and they're still not fine, so that's not good. Let's go... I'm going to try to change the audio and not crash the stream. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Awesome. And it crashed. That is just the most infuriating thing for me. I don't know if you guys realize how infuriating that is. Hey, you got some monies raining. Well, that's neat.
The heart is
Omega Diversity donated $5 and says, do you think the beta, they will allow the beta to be pre-installed, and do you plan on doing Black Ops 4 in-depth videos? I do plan on doing Black Ops 4 in-depth videos, and I would wager that beta pre-install starts sometime probably Wednesday. And by the way, hopefully that fixed the crash. Please let me know if that fixed the crash. I hope that it did. If it did not, then I'm just gonna go crazy. Or not the crash, the echo. Why is there an echo? There should not be. Okay. Now I'm echoing again. That's making me so mad. Okay, so that's not echoing. Okay. So hopefully now I have fixed that again, and it should not echo anymore. Please, please, dear mother of God, do not echo, or I'm gonna lose my ever-living shiitake mushrooms and kill somebody. I'm actually gonna go crazy. Yeah, I lost 100 viewers. This is my fault. I'm trying super hard to calm down. I am not gonna... No game audio? What do you mean there's no game audio? And the video is frozen? I can't fix it. Audio input, Elgato HD capture. Audio output, direct to stream. Okay, so terribility. Unfortunately, restarting the stream won't help this. I now have selected my HD capture audio, and I have it set to output to stream, and it won't do that. What in all the Sam hell is going on here? What in the hell is going on here? Okay, so as of right now, I am now broadcasting from a capture card that is not plugged in. I have selected a capture card that does not exist on my system as my stream capture card, and my audio is set to no audio. Okay, so I'll I'll just stream from an imaginary capture card today. Your belief is what powers this stream, because apparently if you believe in it hard enough, it doesn't matter one bit, even if you don't own that capture card, which you have just selected. I know that it works. No game sound and no echo. Gameplay is fixed, yes. I don't know if we have game sound or not, though. As of right now, I apparently don't have anything that's functioning.
Engineer on site. Heading out to
Okay, yeah, Rothstar, the PlayStation outputs are fine, I assure you on that. Do we have game sound now? Please let me know before I lose my mind and start murdering children to harvest their blood for my immortality. Unsubscribed. Learn how to work audio. Lovely. Echoing? Okay, I don't even know. I'm gonna try not to scream at the moment. I am gonna try to be positive and keep this under control, but I am very, very, very much so losing my patience. I'm not even able to look at the gameplay because I'm doing nothing but read the chat to see if it works. Thank you, Zelty. I'm so mad I can't aim. That's what I can't get close to people because I'm too super mad right now. So guys, in order to fix my stream, I selected a capture card which I don't have installed and told it to output no audio. So when I selected the capture card I don't have, the video quality went up and the stream started running fine. So that's just absolutely lovely. Please. Okay. Epic Soldier, thank you for the sub during these harsh times. Not sure how I'm supposed to win that, but everything is good. Please focus on the game. I'm gonna do that. We can shoot over here. Okay. I have no idea what's happening, guys, but I'm just gonna wing it, I guess. I should be able to do this.
Be advised, hostile UAV.
wasted that
Losing Bravo.
Flames extinguished.
UAV inbound.
Nomad down.
I'm making it a point to steal these weapons I don't have because they're really neat. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Poop.
Dead.
Nope. Yep. I got two, not even paying attention. Or I can just get Olympiad in the back. I wish I had some of these neat guns. Unfortunately, I found that Black Ops 3 had the worst... Nick, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate it. Says everything is fine now. Don't snap, homie. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you for that donation and for the support. I've been very snapping lately when it comes to technology. I'm pretty sure that I have gremlins. My new fancy Origin PC has had a dozen problems or more. I'm not even aiming. Like, I've had to make 8 calls to tech support. I've had complete system failures, blue screens of death, system restores, hard drive failure, capture card failure, processor. I've had every component fail and just have little strange things end up being actually wrong with it. Not major ones, thankfully. Small configuration errors, things that don't even make a whole lot of sense. Oh, man. And then I would do stuff like, okay, I've plugged up my old PC to just be a little like downstairs living room PC. Try to turn it on, complete system failure on my phone. I go to set up my capture card today, complete system failure. I just plug it in and I'm like, okay, let's stream a game. Total system failure. It's so many times, like, just stuff like, it's like, alright, time to install the Elgato, and I, like, slide the Elgato in, bam, complete system failure. It's, like, literally driving me insane. I'll just do something like, you know what, I'm gonna install Chrome. Guess what, Chrome causes a complete system failure. Like, just stuff like, I mean, the other day I think it was on my laptop, right? I can't remember what I was trying to record on it, but I was getting set up to do a laptop stream. And I sat down and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and plug in my webcam. As soon as I plug in the webcam, blue screen of death. I'm in gremlin land, dude. Every piece of technology I have has gremlins. I've already contacted various tech supports tonight, and I'm just waiting to hear back from them, but I guess I'm just accepting gremlins at the moment.
The heart is the strongest muscle.
Thank you, Tyler. Says it's all good. You can relax now. Thanks, dude. I'm trying to relax now. I want to be able to relax. I don't want to get all worked up over nothing. That's really not how I want to be.
UAV inbound.
Oh, that Olympia guy is savage. Oh, S1B1C. I did figure out the rebooting issues. Yeah, so your rebooting issue is caused by a failure with Quick Start. You need to go into your advanced options and disable Quick Start. I realize how much this gun looks like a P90 now. Yeah, if you change the Quick Start features, it's really, really easy to fix. Like, whew. Do you feed them after midnight? I don't know, maybe. I mean, I eat after midnight pretty often, so that might be what's going on. I gotta breathe deep and relax, and you know, Origin PC is a sponsor now, and they made me a monster PC, so I'm not like trying to dog them. I think that I am actually like very technically cursed. The amount of curse that I have is so extreme. I think I mentioned it in a different video. I was having a problem with VR. I was trying to do the mixed reality thing, which I get is complicated in and of itself, right? I see you. Like, that's not an easy thing to do. But I get the programs. I have done it before. I get the hardware, the software, the beast computer, and it just fails. So I call the company that makes the software, and they, you know, I get all the way up to the engineering support, and the engineers say, you know, we've never seen this before. And then, well, that's no good. So let me go talk to HTC Vive. HTC Vive says, I've never seen this before. Well, let me go talk to the company that makes the webcam. Webcam company says, I've never seen this before. Let me talk to the company that makes the game. The game company says, I've never seen this before. So that was a very nice triple I just got right there. If I'm going to capture something about... Okay, C King, thank you for the $5 donation, dude. I appreciate it. I'm going to see if I can handle that right now because I'm dead. I would say says take a deep breath. It's all good. A little audio problem won't hurt. Believe in the fake capture card. I will, dude. Thank you very much. I'm gonna believe in the fake capture card. And you're not insane, Caleb. This is indeed a futuristic hijack. What in the world is this? What did I pick up? The hype just went up 100 after the trailer today. Yes, the trailer was very nice today. If you were not on board the Call of Duty DLC train, you may have missed this one, but it is just a more advanced hijacked. It's a futuristic hijack called Skyjacked, where you play on a police transport sky boat, I guess is the right word for all this. It's pretty fun. I gotta get ready to rip somebody around here. Oh, I got shot in the side. Killzone says, great seeing COD back on your channel. It's been a while since I've been on your channel. Well, I'm glad to have you back. Glad you're watching Call of Duty. Sorry that you abandoned me whenever I decided to do a little Fortnite experiment, which I've been playing a lot of Fortnite lately. I think almost everybody, not just on YouTube, but in general has. I went to a convention, and I talked to everybody at the convention just in person, and they pretty much all told me their current favorite game is Fortnite, and almost everybody is playing that. I even have fans come up and tell me, they're like, yeah, I don't watch your channel too much. I kind of quit watching because of COD, and now I'm doing Fortnite. Now they're playing Fortnite, but they're watching, like, Avery and Ninja and a lot of other people, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not playing the game more, but that's whatever. But for now, we're going to be focusing on that good old Black Ops 4 beta. We are going to be trying to get our console skills back, because this wouldn't be acceptable gameplay. This wouldn't be good enough for my standards. If I were going to paste the Black Ops 4 video, I don't know if I would post this one. I think that I would try to go for something a little better than the game I'm earning right now. I'm going to rip that guy a new butt. Okay, well, I got to get ready. I bet they come through this building pretty soon. Nope, then they're going to be on this right-hand side. Then they're going to be dead. Come on. I ran out of Ripper. That's lame. Hipfire on this gun is beyond savage. And I got Olympiad. Yeah, it's a lot of the, like, the I used to watch you video, so it's whatever. Hey, Infinity. Where does this COD rank amongst your favorites? Really high. This is an amazing COD game. This game plays really, really, really well. Always has. I know some people aren't into the jumpy, bouncy, like, 3D movement thing, and I feel you on that, but this has always been a good COD game. Like, this is by no means a bad COD, even if you don't like bouncy movements. The polish is here. I didn't get that. I wasn't able to
The heart
chain those
is the
guns together.
strongest
Hey, Kino
muscle.
Leo 2, good to see you. Says, I need to go to sleep and it's 5 a.m. Thank you for all the hard work and keep it up. Have a fun stream and good luck. Good luck. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I'll send you some more Pokemon presents soon. As soon as I get them. Been kind of
Specialist. Waste.
out of them at the moment, but as soon as I get some more, I'll send them to you, alright? Oh, I didn't get that Olympia back. I think I'm going to earn enough just to pick up one supply drop. Just one supply drop. That's all I want tonight. I don't play Claw. Who asked that question? I lost the track of the chat a little bit there. But I do play Scuff. It's not... Scuff is not Claw, but it's nice. That was super, super fast strafing on his part. I love this. I love the Ripper here. Whenever I get a good opportunity with it, I feel like I can really, really rip some kids. I mean, I guess that's its name. But it goes off pretty hard when it goes off.
Hostile counter UAV online.
This is not the safe space it used to be, my friend.
Continue on me.
Turbone says, this is my favorite COD. COD 4 is second and then Black Ops 3. Okay, hey, oh, message retracted. What? Oh, he mistyped it. Okay. You think Black Ops 4 will revive Call of Duty? I think it has to. If Black Ops 4 doesn't revive Call of Duty's donezo as a franchise. It's an old franchise. Like, if Black Ops 4 isn't hype, you guys are going to see me playing more Fortnite. And that's just the reality, because... Well, number one is I enjoy it, it's new, and number two is I literally have bills to pay. I have to have some degree of self-interest. You know, I got a nice Ripper kill for the last one, I think. Hopefully that'll work well, and I've missed quite a few subscribers. Who is this? Suizia8, thank you for the sub, along with Killstreak and Scorpio. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thank you very much for the subs tonight. Been hitting the gym lately? Why, just today. I have been hitting the gym lately. I've actually gone back into weightlifting a little bit. I've been doing cardio for a long time, but it's been counterproductive. I think it encourages me to eat more, so I'm going to try to weightlift so that I can at least build some muscle while I lift weights. Hello, Tyven. Good to see you. Unknown user says, what is your opinion on Who is America? I have not yet made up an opinion on that show because I haven't watched it a whole lot yet. I really need to sit down and watch the show before I have a proper opinion on it. It definitely does target conservatives more than it does liberals. I think it's just easier to do that way, and the powers that be in Hollywood, it's just their bias. And honestly, when you see that in general, like in comedy and whatever, targeting a conservative position is easier than targeting a liberal position, because generally speaking, the conservative, regardless of party, is the definition of this is how it is, this is how things are. And comedy by its nature is subversive, so you have to subvert the power structure or subvert the thing that is, you know, so that's pretty normal for that. Let's go over here. I'm going to open up my daily double. Explosion Gaming, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. How sweaty are the lobbies? They're not too sweaty. They're not too bad. I'm probably going to get... Okay, that's an epic taunt. That's not really what I wanted, but... Okay. Yeah, I didn't expect to get any guns. Play Hunted? I played so much Hunted. I've been playing Hunted since like 4 years ago. Blackout over Fortnite BR? Maybe. I'm hoping that Blackout's really good. Blackout has a lot of potential. I think that Blackout is going to be what has to save Call of Duty. Like, if something is going to next level Black Ops 3, it's going to... Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. It's going to need to be Blackout. I don't believe the COD fan base is very energized around base multiplayer. You've got a lot of people that love zombies, but I think that having a good Blackout mode is what people are really, really wanting to try. MWR is the greatest COD.
The heart is the strongest muscle.
The guy who likes Turtle donated $5. Thank you. Says, Drifter, been watching your vids since way back when you posted on Machinima about the Modern Warfare 3 increases damage misconception. Been subscribed ever since. Keep up the good work. Thank you for supporting me for... That's going to be 9 years now. You are going on a decade. You've been here for a very, very long time. Thank you very much. And Chris, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I don't know if Skyjacked is free or not. What am I going to do on this map? Let's do a little Helix. I got to be a little careful. It's a great gun, but I have to not screw it up. I'm just going to go ahead and take the easy points. Normally I would rush, but this is fine. Battlefield 5, I am going to be doing Battlefield 5. I'll be streaming the Battlefield 5 beta when it comes out. Unfortunately, I don't believe I'm going to be playing the beta early, like I know some people might be able to, because I'm a little bit more removed from the mainstream Battlefield community, but I'm definitely going to be playing it. I like shooters in general. A lot of people have criticized me for playing Call of Duty and Battlefield, or trying to play COD and Fortnite or stuff, but I just like shooting games, and I'm like, I shoot around, you know, I don't try not to discriminate a whole lot in my shooting. I'm going to see which one of these guys is going to rush me, because they have...
Storm inbound. Friendly UAV
Shoot.
inbound.
Okay.
Care package inbound.
Do you not know how to freaking wall run?
Battery KIA.
I don't think this dude knows how to wall run, man. I don't think he has a clue.
Guardian deployed.
Ah, I should have kept the helix out. I should have kept the helix out. Magister Shadow says, why does J-Hub hate Black Ops 4? Well, then, to try to explain J-Hub's opinion, that's a little bit of a challenge, because we see eye to eye on astonishingly few things. So you have to give me a little moment to try and brain on this one from J-Hub's perspective. I know he's said it many, many times before, but I don't believe that's what you're really after there. One of the main reasons I believe that J-Hub does not like this game is that J-Hub has a very strong affinity for older Call of Duty games, like a lot of other gamers do. He does not like special abilities. And, oh, that's a huge donation. Thank you, dude. Bipolar Bear says, I didn't get a chance to tell you when I helped with that, when I helped with the Fortnite video, but I've been watching your vids since Black Ops 2. I just want to say thank you for the many years of entertainment. You were a huge part of my childhood, as well as a role model. Thank you, Bipolar Bear, for the humongous donation, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much, dude. That is a really big donation, and I'm glad to know that I've been able to be a positive influence in your life. I'm talking about a lot of different stuff here, and my gameplay is taking a little bit of a dumperoni. Kind of over-swiping my aim quite a lot, too. And thank you for the support, Bipolar Bear. Anyway, backing up to J-Hub, he has very strong opinions about how he thinks a game should be. He, kind of like me, doesn't like getting blown up by random streaks and just like spammy crap. That's not what J-Hub's all about. So when he played Black Ops 4, he was really hoping for probably like a return to Modern Warfare 2. I think that's what every COD gamer's wanted for a really long time, is basically Modern Warfare 2.5. What he got was closer to Black Ops 3.5, or maybe Black Ops 2.8, or something more along those lines, where you have all these special abilities and a lot of crazy stuff going on. And he probably found that very, very frustrating. He also is not a fan of free streaks, or basically specialist abilities, which in a sense are free streaks. Jack the Yak, thank you for the $3 donation. I appreciate that. Says, hey Drift, I've been a bit lax in watching your videos simply because I dislike Fortnite. Oh my god, I walked in the train. I just dislike the Battle Royale genre and can't really force myself to stomach content that I don't like. But can't wait to get back into it with Black Ops 4 and learn from you again. Well, thank you, dude. I do hope to see you back. And I hope to see you try in the Call of Duty Battle Royale. I think the first-person nature of it, which I guess I'm assuming it's first-person at this point, is something that appeals to more COD gamers. So I know that there's a big, like, Fortnite hate train at the moment. There's a lot of people, and that's not you. I'm not targeting you. There's just a lot of people that don't like Fortnite for various reasons. And that in itself is turning people off of Battle Royale, which I think is a fantastic new genre. It's been shaking up first-person shooters, which honestly have been kind of stale for a long time. Oop, we're doing good here. So, dude, I do hope to see you back, and I hope to see you playing a little bit of Blackout. But back on J-Hub, he doesn't like things like free Titans in Titanfall, or how the special abilities in Overwatch charge slowly, and you get them really whether you're doing well or not. So, Fishy says he's been around since 2,000 subs, and thanks for the great content. Dude, you've been around since, like, the very beginning of Black Ops 1 days, then you've been here a hot minute, dude. Good to see you. Thank you, Fishy. And I can kind of feel him on that. So having the game come back with even more special abilities, while they're probably less lethal in total, you have more of them with your little pieces of gear that you can equip.
Be advised, hostile lightning strike target active.
There he is. I need to be coming just a second. I love this gun. It sprays so fast, but it has really high recoil. So things like that do not appeal to J-Hub, and there are some gamers that they do not appeal to. Another thing that he hates about the game is that, how would I say this? Give me a momento here.
Securing Bravo.
Oh, that's lame. Maybe I can go this way and get some kids. I lost track of what I was saying. What's another thing that J-Hub does not like about video games is something. This is almost turning, me explaining J-Hub's perspective is almost a complete criticism of Black Ops 4, because most of the things that he doesn't like about it are things that the general community does like. Ah, yes, now I remember. Hero shooters. J-Hubby does not like hero shooters. He does not like Overwatch. He does not like Realm Royale. He does not like, and this is definitely a criticism of him, he will say this is completely wrong and not true, but I know better. He does not like games where he can't solo YOLO win. If J-Hub can't lone wolf, if he isn't completely independent, he's not going to like that game. I think that he says he didn't like Overwatch because of the abilities. I think he didn't like Overwatch because you're almost 100% team dependent and you get a lot of healing and stuff. So when it comes to Black Ops 4 is a lot more like Overwatch or Rainbow Six Siege or one of these games where you're way more dependent on your team than just about anything else. At least that COD's put forward recently. I gotta get out of here before the stupid train hits me. My aim is straight trash today. I shot me through the wall. I was gonna try to bounce it around corner. Yeah, J-Hub wants to be able to solo carry or it's not for him. It's the same kind of thing in Fortnite. A lot of his Battle Royale is kind of like soloing for the most part. And if it's a team game, he just... well, let's say if it's a forced team game. If it's a game where you just have to teamwork, it's probably not going to go for him. And for me, that's very frustrating when I play on his team. It's a bit of a shame because J-Hub's skill at games is incredible, in my opinion. He is probably one of the more underrated gamers around. His desire to do teamwork is minimal, in my opinion. He'll tell me otherwise, but I believe that all of our chats would agree differently. Would agree to something different is the way I would say that. Now I'm gonna get killed here. I think my teammate just saved my life. Nope, getting shot in the back. Oh well, so that's kind of where we're going on that, but there are gamers that agree with him. There is a section of gamers, at least you can debate on how big or small. The sales data will definitely tell you at when Black Ops 4 comes out, that don't want to do that. I talked to a friend of mine about Black Ops 4 and recently who's kind of more of a casual gamer. He's kind of a little more out of the loop on the news, and I explained to him that Black Ops 4 is more of a hero shooter, more like Overwatch and League and stuff like that. And the response that I got was, ew. He's like, ew. And I was like, really? Is it that bad? You don't like those games? He's like, I don't mind those games, but if I wanted to play those games, I would just go play them. I play Call of Duty so that I can, you know, run around and shoot people. I don't want to go play Call of Overwatch. And there's a lot of people that just believe that way, and that doesn't have to be wrong.
Liquidated.
Losing A.
Man, my aim is trash today. I can feel it. Like, when you can't hit these people that aren't moving, that is not a good feel. It's like, you know that your aim is not ready. So yeah, that's you know, that was actually a really good question, whoever dropped that. Explaining why J-Hub doesn't like Black Ops 4 goes over most of its critical flaws, because most of the game's flaws are exactly the things that J-Hub doesn't like. So that was a very good question. Thank you for that one. I'm almost certainly not going to be able to take this point. Huh, yeah, especially because time's running out. Laren Doesn't Miss says, I'm sure I'll still be dropping 50 kill TDMs for the loss. If you're playing TDM in Black Ops 4, you're going to have a bad time. That's not the mode for it, man. That's going to be a boring mode in Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 is so much built around Hardpoint and Dom and the new control mode, Search and Destroy, and so much less so around TDM. I would just tell you, I wouldn't bother with TDM. If I was a game designer, I'd probably pull TDM out of Call of Duty, but I think that would make people's heads explode. I'm super duper. I'm going to play it on PlayStation first, of course, and then on the Xbox and PC weekend. I'm going to do 1 day of Xbox and then 2 days of PC, because I think the PC version is very important. PC gaming has been coming back so big recently. Let me see. We have 1, 2, 3 subs. We have Chris. Chris, thank you for the sub. We have Diego Fernandez. Thank you for subbing as well. Along with Sardakas. I think that my little notification box is dead. That's great. It apparently isn't playing any notifications at all. That's lovely. Not sure why that's doing that, but it is. Play Fringe Nightfall. Why not? Let me see if I can fix my alert box real quick. Let me just reload the page, maybe. Ah, boy. Let me go back to... Yeah, so this is just my stream page, like where you can see your little... This is where I read donations from. So I don't know why it's doing that, though. It's supposed to show me subscribers. Ah, it's more gremlins, guys. The gremlins are on me. Okay, so now that I am back in here, it should show me... Let me see if I can repeat a donation.
The heart is the strongest muscle.
There we go. It's going, it's going, it's going, it's going. Perfect. Not sure why it's being all cooperative. We got a hello from Pakistan. Hello, Shanyan Tahir. Good to hear you. Not a fan of the recycled specialists like Ruin, Firebreak, and Seraph. Feels like too big of an opportunity. Well, there are new specialists. There's going to be new specialists. But they also wanted to bring back some old ones, which I'm a little more partial to. Yes, Tyven, the beta is this weekend, because when it comes to Call of Duty, especially Call of Duty multiplayer, there aren't many better characters than what you have here in Black Ops. Multiplayer traditionally didn't have any real character-driven anything. And you had characters in single player, don't get me wrong, and Modern Warfare had some fantastic characters. But the majority of any sort of character building was multiplayer. What we are going to do is a little PO6 burst gameplay. We are going to be seeing if I can, I guess maybe not quickscope. I'm going to kind of treat it like a DMR and see if I can pop some people. I got to get my aim back, because aim is not back. Aim has taken a break. Boy, has aim ever taken a break. I think I shot every single thing except the person. The person was the only thing that's safe. I may back out of this game here in just a minute. Oddly enough, it's not a very populated game, which is strange. And low populated games are not fun to play. Oh, I don't have backup weapons. Man, I'm really winging it here. I need to go pick up another weapon. I should have gone back there to get one of those weapons. Yep, I definitely should have done that. Yeah, it's this gun, man. This gun is super fun for me. It's really more of a troll weapon. It's really great on, what is the name? Safeguard. So that you can kill the robot pretty easily with it. One thing that I'm looking forward for when it comes to Black Ops 4 is a high degree of mastery in my guns and my abilities and things.
Ruin KIA.
Yeah, I definitely don't have the feel for this. Ooh. Do you think Black Ops 4 will be good for competitive? I do. I think it'll be fine for competitive. But the problem is, though, I just don't give one flying fudge-sickle about competitive COD, other than it makes a good topic for a video. Competitive COD has blown every opportunity that it had to make reasonable decisions for the last 8 years. Competitive Call of Duty could be what League of Legends or Counter-Strike is now, but they just decided to be stupid and be anti-consumer at every single turn, primarily with just saying, hey, we're not going to stream on Twitch, we're going to do this in-house MLG.TV thing. And that was just super, super... Oh, the dingo. Does it have a laser sight on it? It doesn't. I'll go back to this. Which is just dumb, man. I don't know why they would do that. I don't know why they... I do know why they did that. I really do. But I don't think it was a good idea. I would not have done that. I would have done something completely different. They also decided to push console exclusivity and limit... There's so many limitations on the game in competitive COD. It just got to feeling silly to me. It got to feeling pretty ridiculous. So I'm not that big into competitive COD. I'm also not good at it. There's a lot of people that'll tell me I'm not big into it because I'm not good at it. That might be part of it because I am empirically trash at competitive COD. I think most people that have played with me or had the misfortune of playing with me on their team would agree. Somebody's gonna peek. I gotta make sure they don't come up behind me. I should have just ripped him. I should have just ripped him so hard. Band Protect was cool. It really was. I don't think it was necessary, but it was cool. It's something that I liked as a compromise to just like the flat system-wide bans which were going on at the time.
Spotter kill.
Oh, now that's satisfying.
Battery carried.
That was super. No! It doesn't rip through the windows. It doesn't rip through the windows. I'm like swiping. I'm not really like sniping anything. This gun's almost broken levels of power when you're good at it. What's your thoughts on Rainbow Six Siege? Siege is a great game. I think Black Ops 3 is more more similar to Siege than it is to anything else. I love Siege. I don't play it very much because I need to focus on other games. I can only be good at so many games at a time. Siege I just deem to be not worth being good at because I can't make that many videos about it and I have to... It's unfortunate that those are the kind of decisions that I have to make as a content creator, but I just do. Hey Eric Cora, good to see you. No, nothing wrong with Siege. Isaiah Ramirez and Abdufata Mohammed, thank you for the subs. I appreciate that. Welcome aboard tonight. I hope to God your little names popped up on my bottom left-hand, right-hand corner, because the system is pretty much broken on my end. Guys, is the notification system working for you guys? Because it is straight not working for me. 40 FPS? I should not be running on 40 FPS either. Can you guys please let me know if the notifications are working for pop-ups? I know I know that like donations are. I'm not asking for donations. That's not it. But like, are the sub donations working? Hello, iFerg. Good to see you, man. Ah, fudge. Nope, did not see that. Nope, nope. Awesome. Well, there's pretty much nothing I can do about it at this point. Because, yeah. I've already refreshed it. I've got it open. I've got the system running. So, gremlins, pretty much. Pretty much gremlins. That was such intense skill on my part right there.
The heart is the
yeah, Brandon Blade,
muscle.
thank you for the $3 donation. I appreciate it, man. Welcome to the channel. Says viewer, or welcome back. Viewer since AW. What are your thoughts on the majority of people who have left the COD community since Fortnite dropped, and do you think COD can recover? Well, you're very right about that. You're one of the very few people that are at least willing to admit that people have left. Yeah, I'm getting new subs. They're just not showing, which is really, really, really strange. A lot of people have left. That's like an undeniable fact. And a lot of them have left for Fortnite. A lot of you sitting here probably have some very harsh words for Fortnite. You probably don't like the game. You probably say it's ruining everything and it's trash and it's for babies and that Battle Royale is boring. And I hear that all the time. But the reality is of the situation is that the majority of people have left Call of Duty. On Xbox, it's going to probably be for PUBG. And on PlayStation 4, a lot of them have moved over to Fortnite. Surprisingly. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so I have the subscriber thing enabled. Strange. Let me check my, where's my settings?
Losing B.
I have no idea why it's doing this. That's so strange. Okay, I'll fiddle with that in between games. But it has done an immeasurable amount of damage to not just Call of Duty, but other games. My god, PUBG is sweating right now. Man, I'm just not able to aim. This level of accuracy will not be acceptable when Black Ops 4 comes out. I will not have the opportunity to beat up on press. I have to actually be good at aiming on console again. Timing is bad. On Twitter, you said that Black Ops 3 would run at 40 FPS. I managed to get a little improvement out of it by deleting almost everything else on the PlayStation. It is not consistent, though. So far, it's been good to me tonight. Maybe one of the more recent updates helped it. As far as recovering, I don't know if COD can recover, because gamers are currently on a game that is free-to-play, debatably better depending on who you ask. Free-to-play, at least better value. And it has no microtransaction systems and nothing crappy like that. So it's going to be a really hard ask for gamers to come back and buy a $120 game or whatever that still has microtransactions and some smaller paywalls, and from an older franchise that has console exclusives and that you can't crossplay with, and is honestly behind the times in quite a few ways. But they're going to be like, nope, we want our free-to-play games with loot boxes and bright colors and things like that. I've talked to a few people that are developers are pretty peeved about Epic's decisions on their animations and guns and stuff, and they're like, yeah, you can add 80 new guns a week when they're bright, colorful polygons. They have no textures, they take no work, they take no effort, they're like super, super easy to do. Of course you can add so many guns, whereas Call of Duty, you've got textures, you've got layers, you've got moving parts, you've got smoke, you've got particle effects, you've got big, complicated systems to introduce for each gun. Epic Games be like, we made a new hipfire machine and gave it a skin. But on the flip side, that's a design-down level decision. That's a decision that somebody made somewhere at Epic Games that decided, well, we want to make it super easy to implement new stuff, and the best way to do that isn't just adding a stuff engine, it's designing your stuff from the ground up to be easy to work with. Okay, so Dread Pirate Roberts, it definitely showed the subs. Are you guys seeing the subs? I hope you are. I don't know why the stupid notification system is being annoying today. Come on. There we go. Give me your gun. I want your gun. Thank you. I actually don't want your gun. I'm going to go back to my stupid spray sniper over here. Oh, that's an annoying machine.
Be advised, hostile care package overhead.
Let's go over here and see what's happening. They're probably out here at Charlie somewhere. Surprised the care package didn't come down over here, to be honest with you guys. Okay, we got a burst pistol. That's an okay secondary. I don't even need to cap points. Let's get a burst pistol kill right here before the game ends if we can. Oh. Should be a bad... Some baddies over here. Ooh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, we'll just go ahead and take out those for easy points. That's not going to be a final kill. Just a pro tip. Always use the Ripper on kill streaks if you can. You think the XMC or Weevil would be better? I think COD could recover if there's big hype for COD again. Like, XMC is probably better than the Weevil. And I think COD could recover if there was a really big hype for COD, like new supply drops or just the weekend or month special playlist for bribes or so. Well, that's what they're planning for Black Ops 4. I don't know if you saw that, but for Black Ops 4, they're planning way more events, way more weekly passes, way more pieces of content. Wait, not weekly passes, like weekly events. They're basically everything that World War II did, but 10x that. And you probably saw in World War II, Magister Shadow, not right now, I'm not playing with subs at the moment. You probably saw in World War II, especially after the launch of Fortnite, it was like they were like doing one gun a week, a gun contract, a new camo, a new event, new challenges, just every single day. They were dropping content like crazy to get people to come back. I think that's exactly what we're going to see with Black Ops 4, because even though, you know, like big publishers like EA and Activision and Blizzard and stuff probably don't like the influence that YouTube and Twitch has on their games, I guess it can make or break some games. But in this case, Fortnite is breaking all of the other games, so they pretty much have to do something about it. They have to answer that call, answer the call of duty. No, they have to do something. They have to say something. They have to answer back in some capacity. What's a fun gun? These guns aren't fun. What's a more fun gun here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, I don't have that. Perfect. That's what we're going to do. We're going to add way more perks, too.
The heart is the
I
strongest
got a donation.
muscle.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I think there was a perk here that I could use. Not that one. Crap. So I'm taking it then. Well, I guess I've got a really screwed up class then. I didn't get a chance to really do this right. Oh well, I'll just play stupid knives. Let me check my donation board. Thank you, Big Daddy Gaming, Hellsgate, Eon Seacroft, George Safford. Thank you for the follows. As for COD recovering, I don't think COD's going to recover anytime soon. I think it's going to be playing... The only COD that's going to recover is Blackout. Blackout can recover, regular COD cannot. The youngest Flugel donated $3 and says, could you please explain the Blackout or Season Pass for Black Ops 4? This is one of the reasons I'm not buying it, because some clarifications may change my mind. Okay, so I'm not a salesman for Call of Duty. I've got no...
muscle.
Fat Ragnar, thank you for the $3 donation. I appreciate that. I'll get to you in just a moment. I've got to sword some people here.
Heading out to clean.
I will definitely get to you in just a moment, Fat Ragnar. So the pass is one of the more... what's the right word? Controversial decisions that Call of Duty has made recently. Essentially, the pass is, it's called the Black Ops Pass and not the Blackout Pass. But it's basically like a I'm just going to kill this AFK guy. I got some easy points on that. It's basically just a slightly renamed version of the Season Pass. I'll take this weapon just in case I need it. And the Black Ops Pass is $40, and with the pass you get access to all of the DLC maps and some degree of the... There's some Blackout characters you get. You also get all of the up-and-coming Zombies maps. So with the pass, I think you get bonus maps on launch, if I'm not mistaken, and you get bonus Zombies maps on launch. So you should get like a bunch of free content on launch. You should get some extra microtransaction money, some camos, and some stuff for Black Ops. The problem with the pass and why people were so mad about it, and I think this is where one of the bigger disconnects with Call of Duty came through, is that this is in an era where the competition is just giving away stuff for free. Almost all of the other games have just been straight up giving away stuff for free. Oops. Now that was a lot of streaks right there. Like Fortnite's giving away stuff for free, and I wouldn't say that PUBG or that, you know, what's the other one? Overwatch or Siege or these kind of games are giving things away for free, but they're kind of doing a maps pay for everything else sort of model. Like, or, sorry, the maps are free. Like, you'll buy the game, and then the maps are just straight up free or very inexpensive. Come on! What's my drone doing? Alright, screw it. I'll just control the Talon then. I'll just go get kills with it. Like, if you look at PUBG, you buy the game, you get all the maps, you get all the guns. You look at Fortnite, you get the maps, you get the guns, you get a lot of free stuff. If you look at Overwatch, you get the games and the maps and all the characters for free. Same thing. Well, League of Legends isn't quite, you know, buy the characters. But all of the content that's been going out is just a ton of free stuff. Let's see, with Siege, you get all the maps for free, all the content, except the operators. They're kind of like heroes that you're expected to pay for. I'm getting shot down, so what's happening here? Then when you take a look at Call of Duty, it's like, well, when you get Call of Duty, you get the base game, but then you have to pay for the maps, and you have to pay for the guns, and you have to pay for the cosmetics, and you sometimes have extra zombie stuff to pay for. And consumers are just like, oh, why would I do that when I can get these other games that give me so much content for free? So Call of Duty thought, hey, what we're going to do is simplify this Season Pass and this Zombies Pass and all this stuff into like an all-in-one kind of bundle, and people are going to like that. Well, the reality was the exact opposite, because they got so used to other games giving away, like, totally for free. The other problem was that the community was generally tired of being split. So every year, like, DLC comes out, and, you know, generally, like, a bunch of people play DLC 1, and that's not really a big problem. But as the DLC continues, less and less people install it, and more people are just doing other things. I'm so glad I picked up a suppressed weapon. Like, not as many people are going to install DLC 2, and very few are going to be on DLC 4, and it just gets harder and harder to get a DLC match, and your DLC gets less valuable. So Activision saw this, and they're like, you know what we should probably do? We should probably make it to where if you get the DLC, you just have to take all of it so that our DLC buyers aren't split up between all these groups. Well, what happened is, the way people saw it is like, well, I've just been forced to pay $40 to try any DLC, whereas previously I was able to just kind of try it at my own leisure. If I only wanted to buy one DLC, that was fine. Now I literally have to buy all of it. And a lot of people, unsurprisingly, didn't really like that. They liked the ability to spend $15 to try a DLC and not get kind of forced into more. I know I've got enemies all around me at the moment. I gotta back up here and crouch down.
Bravo. Friendly care package incoming.
Oh, he sniped me right there. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I went on a very nice little sword spree right there.
Security Charlie.
The pass does give you some stuff in Blackout, and we don't know if there's going to be any other benefits in Zombies. And like, for a dollar value, the pass is fine. The pass probably gives you more content for your dollar than before.
Maintain your momentum.
The reason people are mad about it is that it just is not keeping up with Overwatch or Siege or Fortnite or CSGO or any of the other games that Call of Duty competes with have better offers. So many problems, so many problems. I think there was also a marketing issue that happened. So the Black Ops Pass was announced relatively late into the cycle. They announced the game, and then they announced like future content and maps, but there was no like special edition, there was no prestige edition, there was no pass edition. There was no really anything like that going on. It was just, they just announced Black Ops 4, and everybody just kind of assumed that the pass was going to be included, or that Black Ops 4 was going to be like Battlefield. There's another big one I just failed to mention. I totally potatoed over that one, is that Battlefield literally is giving away all of its DLC for free. So people are like, well, between the two games, why would I want to pay for Call of Duty when Battlefield will give me all of the DLC that I want for free? And that may not be a super fair comparison, because we don't know exactly what Battlefield is doing exactly, but we do. It's probably going to be free content. Let's get real. Thank you, Russian Fellow, for subbing. And then Call of Duty's like, we're going to do the Season Pass model again. After gamers kind of got hyped up for it being free, they were let down by it being paid. So that's what's wrong with the pass. There's a lot of things wrong with it. As far as like the price being wrong, or like it being a ripoff, or like not worth the money, that's not really the issue. The issue is just simply that the competition is better, and there was a big goof in the marketing message. That's my 2 cents on it. I've been talking a little bit here. I've been kind of just running around sorting people. For those of you in the chat, please let me know what you think about it. As far as we can tell, there's no inkling of an inclination for Activision to change course whatsoever. And another thing that I think people got pissed off about is that there is microtransactions with the pass. That's coming. If you get COD points, you know that microtransactions are going to come. Man, I missed that little opportunity for a good jump here.
Liquidation successful.
Securing Alpha.
No asset destroyed.
UAV on standby. Counter UAV on standby.
Care package inbound.
Counter UAV.
I think I should just melee people all day. I think that's my real skill set in this game. Or, you know, maybe I'll just get hit by a shotgun. $10 Fortnite, you can play all year, level up, and get your V-Bucks back. Yeah, Fortnite has a better season pass than any other game I've ever seen. COD is dead. Nah, COD's not dead. COD's still got a lot of people playing. You want to see a dead game, you can go see The Culling 2. It had like 5 people playing on Steam. That's a dead game.
Enemy has been.
That's a super dead game. The Culling 2 didn't even really launch. Oh, I got shot in the back because I was standing still. Whew, gotta take a breather here. I hope you guys enjoyed the sword gameplay. I know I did. I don't know why I'm just very comfortable doing goofy guns in these kind of games. I never really try to do well. I turned it a very wrong time. I always get my absolute best game with these stupid melee weapons. You think the base game will be worth $60? Yeah. Even the base game has more base content than before. You get more multiplayer maps, you get Blackout, you get a lot of nice things. I just don't think the model's right. The model, it's still not a modern times model. It's like this old, like 2010 business model, and gamers just aren't really having it at the moment. The way to make Black Ops 4 great again, and I hate, God bless, I hate that phrase more than you could possibly imagine, is very, very simple. All you gotta do is junk the pass and just say, hey, everybody gets all the maps for free, all the zombies maps for free, all that other stuff. You just get that when you buy the game, just like every other modern game. And you could probably still take that and still run microtransactions. You get free maps, but you get those annoying ass supply drops, but all the maps are free. But the way to make it amazing is just the maps are free, and all the extra stuff is direct purchase. Man, you want a skin, you gotta pay for that skin. You want this new gun, as long as it's freaking balanced and not OP, which that's a little harder to do when it comes to game-changing items, you just pay for it. Flat, fixed price. And as much as I'm sure that kind of pisses people off when they hear that I would encourage straight up buying new weapons, my god, that beats, like this game, you could pay like $1,000 in this game and still not get the gun that you want. I think Pomage spent like $1,200 trying to get the double-barreled sniper rifle. It was just like ludicrous. It was broken. 6 multiplayer maps only, or is that the beta? No, Jason, the multiplayer, I think it's like 15, 18 maps. Proc, thank you for the huge $30 donation, dude. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you're enjoying the sword gameplay, too. I went on a really good spree with it earlier. I'm kind of slowing down now. See which side this dude jumps in. He's going to jump in right here. I'm not going to be patient with him, though. Yeah, dude, thank you for that, dude. I'm glad you enjoyed the sword game. I didn't quite get that one. He was a little too fast for me. Yeah, pay to win's not the way. Thank you for the support, dude. That's a big donation. Superflow97, thank you for the sub. Oh, he picked up my sword? Oh, he didn't get a chance to sword with my sword. I think I killed, I think what did I kill right there? I think I killed Battery. No more big boom booms for her. I don't even need to capture, I can just sit here and relax. Yeah, but we interfere with, Basil says, doing that would interfere with Activision and EA's pay-to-win lobby choosing thing. Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're going on about. There is no such thing as pay-to-win lobbies. Or are you talking about that leak where they went on about the, like you get put in lobbies of people that have the good guns, so it kind of makes you want them. I don't know about that.
You survived.
It's possible, but I don't think that there is real pay-to-win lobbies. At least my experience doesn't lead me to believe that. And Fat Ragnar, I think I missed your donation, dude. I've been going on for super long. I lost,
The heart is the strongest muscle.
Yeah, I kind of missed, I lost track of Ragnar 12 minutes ago. So Fat Ragnar says, I was wondering if you thought Black Ops 4 could bring back the PC fanbase. Been playing on PC a lot more and have been thinking about selling my PS4 Pro. I don't know. I kind of would like to hope that it could bring back the PC fanbase. I love playing on PC. I'm a PC fangirl. When I play Fortnite, it's on PC. Overwatch PC, PUBG on PC. My PlayStation right now is essentially a Call of Duty machine. And I do want to say thank you to Alessio Vlogs and Fat Ragnar, Superflow, JB Gaming, and Dwight Howard for the subs. Ragnar, they have all of the opportunities. What to say? They have the skills to do that. They've got the idea to do that. They've got the PC support. They know that PC gaming is important. But it has to work. The last 5 or 6 years, every Call of Duty game has promised really good PC support. And we've got a few okay PC games. Even the ones that were okay had issues, that had bugs, that had problems, that had late drops, that had no patch for this, that got DLC super late, or some critical update super late, or some weird balance glitch, or a map that doesn't work. What we need, No Hablas Español, Wistual 07. Jordy, thank you for the sub. What we need is a full-on working PC game. A PC game that literally just works without any of the weird issues, without a graphics card error, without a map that doesn't work, without some goofy frame rate, mouse acceleration scaling, without the PC gets balance patches 3 months late, without I can't open supply drops on PC, without a bunch of that kind of nonsense. When we get a PC version that functions as a PC game should, and a little bit less so as a port, then I think that you will see gamers interested in COD on PC. But there's the other downside as well, which is basically that PC games have evolved significantly since COD was king. COD hasn't really changed a whole lot, at least compared to PC games over the last couple of years. Like, PC games have undergone massive changes, graphically, gameplay-wise, what's popular, matchmaking, servers, competitive, ELO things. Like, PC games have been going bananas. COD has just kind of been doing the same thing for a long time. There have been little changes here and there, but if you were to compare... it's hard to compare, honestly, but if you want to compare a PC game like Rainbow Six Siege on PC to... I am totally potatoing this. I'm paying attention to the chat, not my game. To like World War II on PC. Even though Siege, I think, is about 2 years older than World War II, you will see a very, very clear difference in PC-related features and overall quality. Just night and day. And I don't believe that until Call of Duty gets that level of PC focus that it's really going to boom on PC. It kind of can't in a lot of ways. That guy has incredible aim. Absolutely incredible. No knock to him whatsoever. So I got to come out here and do something a little different. I'm going to go on a little flank. This guy probably ain't paying a dadgum bit of attention. They never are. Love the hip fire on this gun. Almost zero chance I'm going to survive any of these angles. I'm out. Okay. I'm out. I got the point. That's all that matters. So until COD really catches up, it's not going to be a PC game. It can be a good PC port, but it can't be a full PC game. And that is the #1 thing that I think Black Ops 4 wants to do. Well, when it comes to PC, they may not do it, but I know they want to be a big boy PC game. I know they've put the staff on it, the time, they've been developing it. There's so many people working on it, so many good intentions at Treyarch, so many things happening. What in the fudgesicles was those shots? Okay. I guess I've basically just been telling you, yeah, PC version needs to work, lol. That's... Okay. Did I just die in 2 shots? Or am I playing really sweaty boys here? I'm getting ripped out my butt. Oh, I have that team. Okay. I might have to change up the way I play this. They're still probably running around down here in my spawn, if I had to guess. Had bad aim, had flinch, and had 2 people shooting, so I died. Makes sense. What? I stopped shooting because I expected him to die after the 4th shot, but I suppose that didn't pan out. I'm dead. I just heard that and I knew I was dead. Nope, I'll just respawn right here and kill you, dude.
Securing Charlie. Charlie locked down.
Okay.
Enemy took A.
I've definitely got the potato team this time. We are gonna get streaked on, we are gonna get pooped on. We're gonna have a lot of things go wrong. I can already tell that's happening. When in doubt, spray it out, baby. Looks like I'm going right back to Charlie.
Artillery destroyed.
Alpha secure. Enemy has Charlie.
Dropped.
What? What? Man.
Securing C.
Deploy CUAV.
We're being dominated. Go on with aggression.
I'm probably gonna die to those things. This guy doesn't even notice me.
Wasted.
Okay, glad you shot that thing and
Deploy
Took care of it.
UAV. My grid.
A secure. Steel yourselves.
Apparently, my bullets are made of marshmallows. I have super marshmallow bullets. James Hammond, thank you for the sub, dude. I appreciate it.
We're being dominated. Take those positions.
Thank you very much, my man. Thank you for sponsoring the channel. I appreciate the support.
Hostile care package overhead.
I say that as I was actually just arguing with a sub on Twitter. I was arguing with Animal Dude 55 on Twitter. I didn't even recognize his name because he changed it to all Japanese.
But we're not done yet. Bring it.
Get really frustrated. He basically just told me that he's sick of seeing Fortnite and that I need to do Call of Duty, or the short version is a little more nuanced than that, but I do grow tired of being told to quit playing Fortnite and go play COD, or to quit playing VR and only play COD. I get tired of COD after a bit. I think everybody does. I'm definitely on that team today. I definitely have the Tato team.
Securing C.
James sponsored, not subbed. I thought I've been saying sub. Well, I've been, been streaming on Mixer, and the name on Mixer is sub. So I've probably just been calling that out. And you can get some speed in this game. That I like. Oh! Yep, he just ripped my butt right there. Okay.
Dead.
Okay, we need to get in, or we will die. Or I'll get shot in the back from there. Oh, they just have UAVs going constantly. Enterprise, thank you for the sub. So yeah, I was rude to a sub just now. I gotta talk to him like a real big boy and apologize, I guess. It's frustrating. COD is nowhere near as toxic as other communities. There's way worse, like The Division. Yeah, The Division can be rough. That guy just two-shotted me again. He just didn't miss at all. League of Legends can be rough. You guys want to hear a rough one? And I have to come back to this all the time. It's mandatory when you play YouTube. When you're on YouTube, you have to sign this contract where you have to mention Fortnite every 3 minutes. Dude, lol, thank you for the sub. The Fortnite community is so toxic. Every time I stream, it's insane toxicity. It's like depressingly bad. Oh god, I was trying to get up there so I could knife that thing. I'm gonna put that thing out of its misery in just a second. I gotta get over here to it first, though. There we go. The Ripper rips through streaks super, super hard and fast. Not quite enough.
Securing A.
Matt Marvel says, "Hey Drifter, glad to catch a stream, dude. Glad to have you here." But yeah, the Fortnite community is super toxic. I'll stream, and it's usually something like 4 in the morning when an update comes out, and I'm stupidly tired, just like completely exhausted, and they're just like, trash, trash, you're bad, trash. You could have like a 10-kill game going on. You know, down 1v1 at the very end. You lose by like a millimeter. The other guy's got 2 health, and you look over and it's Ninja, and they're like, "Lol, you're trash." Just insane toxicity all the way through, especially if you're not a pro player. It's brutal in that game. Overwatch, streaming-wise, usually very supportive. In-game used to be very toxic, but they cleaned a lot of that out. Overwatch got cleaned out quite a lot.
Securing B.
Oops, I'm not even paying attention. I should be capping this point. I'm probably gonna get shot here in just a second. Yep. I knew it was coming. I'm on Team Tater, so it doesn't matter a whole lot. The other team's really good, and about half of my team has probably never played Call of Duty before. They're here because it's free to play now, so this game was almost pre-decided. I guess if I'd really put on like my CUDA class and went over here to just sweat it out, I might could have I might could have squeezed these people harder. I might could have done a little bit better, but it really wasn't going to be a game that was easy to win, or even really likely to win by any capacity. Yeah, they're going to get shredded over there. They just got to get ready over here, too. See, these guys know how to aim. Toxic is Wings of Redemption. Toxic Wings. If I owned Wingstop, I would make a menu item called Toxic Wings and see if Wing will sue me. Modern War Ninja says, "Hey Drifter, big fan, been watching your videos a lot since I stay in the house because I'm recovering from a dislocated shoulder, and I'm only 13. Dude, sorry to hear about your shoulder. I hope that you get your shoulder better soon, and I hope that you are able to leave the house, even if that means you never watch another one of my videos ever again. I just hope that you get well, dude." Hey, this guy earned a fairly big streak. I don't even care at this point in the game. I'm just kind of like throwing myself at the enemy. I've just taken so many L's, my cares have been broken. We're about to lose Alpha. I need to turn around like immediately. Had pretty decent shots on that guy. Did you change the color in this game? I believe I did turn up the opacity just a little bit. Not the opacity, the saturation. So it should show up as being slightly more colorful than normal. But I didn't do anything with colorblind settings or any like little scripts or hacks or anything like that. Wings is an e-begging. Okay. Yeah, Wings is an interesting guy. I don't know him super well, but I've got my own Wings stories. Just like I think everybody has some sort of very negative Wings stories. I know that it's sad. I think Wings lowlights are more popular than his stream, which is super sad. What's up, Drifter the Mexi hater? Oh yeah, I remember that. That one was bad out of context, and the Trump wall thing didn't help either. And I did get a donation I didn't read earlier. It was a political donation, so I'm going to do that at the end of this game while I screw around and make a new class, probably. Yeah, this game's kind of coming to an end, so time for me to go ahead and bust my ripper on something. Just kind of want to. Oh, it's already busted. I just prematurely eripulated right there. Bum bum ba da bum. Okay. So I'll look to atify.
Shooter! Man!
There's no winning this. Black Ops, RTB for debrief.
Operation compromised. Going underground.
Talk is cheap.
I'm talking to fans on Twitter at the moment. You can follow the Twitter if you want. It's linked down there below. I argue with people on the daily. Alright, let's make a new class. Playing Combine again. I'll just do a melee class again, except I'll actually fill this out with probably Ghost, and this doesn't really help me, so I think I'd add maybe another one here. What can we do? Yeah, let's just do that. Why not? Oh, wait, I want to change my melee weapon. I want a goofier melee weapon. I want a worse melee weapon. Oh, well, looks like we're sorting again. Looks like we're sorting. Yeah, the best Twitter plug ever. Well, you can go look at my tweets. I was just talking to Animal Dude 55, arguing about some things. Okay, so thank you, Lolo.
Is the strongest
Hey,
muscle.
Fireside Lemons, thank you for the $21 donation. Says exciting tweeter spree. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you, Kingslayer, James, AM, Jordy, and Alessio Vlogs for the subs. I appreciate that. You guys have been seeing the sub pop-ups, right? Because I don't see them on my end. Superflow, thank you for the sub. But we did get this donation from Brandon Blay that donated $3. And he said, thoughts on Trump.
Is the strongest muscle.
Oh, they're trying to do this. Patty L. Cube donated $34. Holy crap. Said, I just wanted to say thank you to you and JWO for being amazing people and for everything you've done, including just being there to talk to. Also, I found your Most Epic Dreams series very helpful, especially when things just aren't mentally right. Thank you very much, dude. And Christian and Mal Ice, thank you very, very much for the subs as well. I appreciate that. Thank you, Patty, for the insane donation, dude. That was just bananas, my man. Oh, I almost sorted the gun guy. I was close on that one. See, this is the guy I've got to walk out for. Suck the Shredder? Suck the Shredder knows what's up. He's going to come over here and try to spawn kill me, almost certainly. Probably like every time if I had to guess. Oh, somebody killed him. Well, let me go see if I can kill his boyfriends then. They'll be over here somewhere. They'll be creeping around. Oh, he's below me? That's interesting. Oh, this is going to be Suck the Shredder again. Here he goes. I'm not even going to boost because I don't want him to hear me at all. Sucks to be you, dude. Sucks to be you too. Oh no, sucks to be me! Yikes. Thank you for the huge donation, Patty, and for the support. We did have a donation asking for thoughts on Trump. This is usually something I like to avoid since Trump has something of a cult of personality around him where it is very hard to criticize this man without getting a whole lot of negativity coming your way as well. This Suck the Shredder guy does not miss. He kills me in almost one shot almost every time. Not one shot, but just like basically no shots missed, no matter how goofy I move or how fast I move or anything. Thoughts on Donald Trump? I do not like Donald Trump. I do not like hardly any of Trump's policies. There are a few good ones, of course. Even in the most hated... Adam, thank you for the follow-up. Even in people you utterly detest, there's usually something you like. If you find yourself going all the way down the hate train and disliking something just because of the person that did it, then you've probably given your mind over to an ism or an ite or just accepted some... I want to watch this dude aim. What is he? How does he aim? Why does he get me so good? Oh, he's high sensitivity, that's all it is. Okay. Alright, time for me to go be sneaky. I may drop the sword gameplay because this may not be the map for it. But the majority of Trump's politics and decisions are very simple demagoguery. And if you're unfamiliar with what demagoguery is, it's a Greek word, and it basically means saying anything to be popular. Of course, there's a lot of politicians that do that. Our president is very, very, very good at this. The actual policy decisions are... They flip-flop frequently. They are difficult to pin down. Finally got you, punk. They're often things that sound nice to his demographic. Like, you say things that, you know, really deeply red states like to hear, regardless of if they're practical or good decisions. Things like building the wall is a very stupid decision. And I know a lot of you are going to say border security is important. Yes, border security is very important. Spending a ludicrous amount of money to build a physical wall that people will crawl over with a physical ladder is comical. It's incredibly dangerous the way that Donald Trump has been handling foreign policy in a couple of different ways. Escalating tensions with North Korea unnecessarily. And you'll say, but there was a peace summit. We're at peace now, and they're disarming nuclear weapons. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be happening. The nuclear disarmament does not appear to be on the way. We did get some soldiers' remains back, but that's kind of how North Korea runs a lot of their policy. North Korea likes to up their threats and up and up and up and up and make it worse and worse and worse and worse and force the international community to the bargaining table. And they do this pretty much any time their economy is failing. Anytime that North Korea is running out of money, they do this. And that's exactly what happened this time around. They started running out of money. They escalated their threats. Thankfully to them, our president very greatly escalated threats to the point where it was necessary to get a peace summit to come in. It also worked because China and the United States had a united front to actually enforce tensions, because most of the time, not tensions, sanctions. You can tell I'm a little bit tired. Most of the time, you know, we get EU and America to sanction North Korea, but they don't care because they still trade with China and Russia. Well, previously we had China on board with these sanctions, so they were hurting. And North Korea came to the table, and they made some concessions, basically as few as possible. That's kind of their MO. They don't really give up very much. They never will. They'll give up as little as they possibly can to get the most benefit out of it. Usually trade, and sometimes just straight up cash. But then what we also did, we gave into that, which is, it's pretty normal for us. The U.S. does it all. Where'd you go? I'm losing track of all these people. Where we screwed up, though, is at the same time we started a trade war with China, which is going to be detrimental to the economy in the long run, especially, honestly, to the red states. It's going to be kind of funny. The people that voted for the man are going to get hit the worst. And there are trade imbalances with China. There are real problems with Chinese trade that need to be addressed. Unfortunately, the trade war probably wasn't the best way to do that. There should have been other options on the table, because the trade war, with no previous negotiations, discussions, or anything else, caused China to break off of their commitments to sanction North Korea, so there's no longer a sort of united front against North Korea. They're back to trading with China, doing whatever the hell they want. The trade war with China is rough, because I think that in some ways it's necessary, or it has a sort of right... It's trying to address the right problem, and this is something the Trump administration has gone on about for a long time, which is something that I agree with. That Chinese businesses do not respect international law or international trade policy. They do not respect copyright. They steal whole designs, ideas. They pollute. In a very comical turn of events, the American Segway company mismanaged their funds and went out of business. They were bought by a Chinese company called Ninebot, which made over like $1 billion selling fake Segways. Segway sued Ninebot for making fake Segways due to loss of revenue. They couldn't win the lawsuit because the Chinese legal system is greatly rigged to favor Chinese. And in part because of that loss of revenue, they could no longer stay in business, and they went out and they got bought by a Chinese company. If you invent something in the United States, Chinese people are going to rip it off. No matter what court you go to in China, what legal system you try to set up, you are not ever going to win. If you want to sell, and here's another big one. Let's say you're in the US and you want to sell something. In China, you want to open up to Chinese market, which is a great market to be in. The Chinese economy is growing really fast. Their middle class is growing. They're a good market to sell to. You're not going to be allowed to. Mainland Chinese government's probably just going to tell you that you have not been cleared to sell to the market. However, if you want to partner with a Chinese company and give a Chinese company distribution rights for anything, Call of Duty does this, Activision, Blizzard, EA, all this, blah, 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 then you can sell. And you're basically giving a Chinese company a free cut of your product, and you're also giving them...
The strongest
it's okay. Brandon Blay, no worries on that. And yes, I'm going to be getting Red Dead 2, almost certainly. Oh, I got ripped right there. You'll just give them a free portion of your product and some control and say in your company, only to sell in that market. Comparatively, if an American company, or sorry, if a Chinese company wants to sell in America, we're just like, yeah, come sell here. Just come sell your goods in America. We're good. You can do that. But that creates a massive imbalance. So the idea behind the trade war was to force China to come back to the table and renegotiate how they handle some of their international copyright disputes and some of their policies in general to be more favorable to Western culture and to pretty much all of the Western world. Unfortunately, and this is where this goes really tits up, the trade war doing that just through sanctions is going to screw up a lot of people in both countries, regular Chinese citizens and American ones that have no idea what's going wrong. Basically, the average person in China, all 1.3 billion of them or whatever, they have no clue why the trade war has started. They basically think Donald Trump is just a big mean bully that doesn't think ahead, and he just does trade war for no reason. They, just generally culturally, don't understand copyrights or copying as being negative in the same way that we do. There's not the same cultural stigma on it. They don't understand the impact on our businesses. They don't understand why American businesses don't just copy like they do. They don't understand global pollution, like pollution in the oceans and things like that. And they're like, why is America bullying us? We don't get it. And the government's never going to address those people. The average citizen's never going to hear about that. So it just creates a lot of anti-American sentiment abroad. Moving on, the other thing that's going really bad with foreign policy is we're basically giving the middle finger to NATO and pretty much the entire European Union. And to Great Britain, to a lesser extent. There's Europe as Western values. We're different than them. You know, we might make fun of the French for speaking funny and wearing little hats, and, you know, Greece isn't doing well and the Britons drink tea and whatever, but They are the closest to us ethnically, culturally, values-wise. They're some of our best trading partners. And we're pretty much giving them the middle finger for largely arbitrary reasons. We don't even have that big of a trade problem with Europe. Like in Europe, our trade is fairly balanced as far as it's nothing compared to China. And it's true that we definitely do overpay for NATO. And I think that other NATO members should be paying more than what they are. Unfortunately, we've basically just told them, F you need to back pay us for 10 years right now, or we're just going to pull out. And we're kind of sucking Vladimir Putin's dick over there, and he loves it. Shit, a lot of Brexit was funded through Russians. So it's doing nothing but destabilizing Europe. And because of this, Europe is making plans on how to be successful without the United States. China is making plans on how to be successful economically without the United States. Even smaller but still important trading partners like India is doing that. Mexico is very upset with us. We're engaging in minor trade wars and disputes with Canada, and we're being very restrictive at the border with Canadian citizens for a variety of strange reasons. It's really hard to enter America as a Canadian now. So we're basically giving the big middle finger to all of our trading partners at once.
Grid is a waste of time.
In the case of China, I understand there's some reasons for it. In the case of the others, there's not very many good reasons. And the smart way to do this is if you wanted to give the middle finger to China and say, F you, China, we hate you, you steal our technology, you can suck my dick. Probably not the best thing, but if you're going to do that, you should be like, hey, EU, me and you, we're like this. We should work together more. And hey, Mexico, let's trade more. But we're now basically just blowing off everybody, and it's embarrassing. And the whole world is making plans on how to get by without us. The scary thing that'll happen, and I hope to God this never happens, if Saudi Arabia ever breaks away from its deal with the United States and starts trading in euros instead of dollars, and the petrodollar system breaks down, Hexic says we actually do run the world's economy. Yes, that's because of the petrodollar system. We protect Saudi Arabia and several other OPEC nations. OPEC agrees to only, this is amazing, they only buy and trade oil in American dollars, making American dollars by default the base currency for the world and one of the most stable currencies in the world. And what they get out of it is they get our military protection and they get our influence in their region, and they kind of get a blank check to do what they want. Nobody's going to attack Saudi Arabia because our military is right there and we sell them a bunch of great stuff. And we get a deal on the oil too. Other people have to pay more. If for whatever reason we botch that deal and we get off of the petrodollar, the Middle East is going to implode. Oil prices are going to go up. The American dollar is going to plummet in value. It's going to be mass chaos, which is kind of scary. It's like that's one of the reasons that a lot of Republicans hate climate change. It's nothing to do with ideology or the Bible or not believing in it. It's the fact that they want to keep propping up the petrodollar system because it benefits us. Boy, has that been a lot of politics? Do you guys want more politics? Let's see, Sertando donated $5 and says, hey, Drifter, I love your videos, especially your commentaries. Question, do you think mouse and keyboard on Xbox is cheating? I used to play PC before I got grounded on that platform in particular, and I wanted my old aim back. I really do, Sertando. It doesn't support mouse and keyboard by default. PlayStation does, even though I really don't think they should. And I really, honestly, to God, do believe that it's cheating. It's such a humongous. Let's do the brekkie. Let's do the spam boy. It's such advantageous. Like you can, a perfect example is Fortnite because it has crossplay. The very best console players are more aligned with average PC players, especially when it comes to aim and building. Like there's an incredible amount of aim that you can do. And you can just look at the difference between, let's say, Overwatch console and PC. Like, it's ludicrous. I'm actually getting butchered right now. Politics makes the stream more interesting. I wish that consoles would support mouse and keyboard. I get why they don't. I'm just spamming. Dude, this gun takes so much skill. This gun more politics! We want more politics from you, Drifter. I'm really surprised, like, the really angry political people aren't in the chat. Usually they're out in droves. Telix calling me a libtard, and then somebody else is a racist, and it just turns into a hot mess. Fireside Limit's $21 donation. Thank you. Socioeconomic thesis on the diversity of micro versus macro systems, please. Okay, I can actually do that. Let's see, what was the request? Let me get this straight. Socioeconomic thesis on the diversity of macro versus micro systems. So I could do an economic thesis on that. Socioeconomics is very, very different. That's really more of, socioeconomics isn't really economics as more as it is psychology and demographics for the most part. Macro versus microeconomics is, how to describe that? Well, macro means big, and micro means small. I'm just playing trash. I'm going to change my guns. This is trash. I'm trash.
The
We're
heart
gonna
is the
spray trash.
strongest muscle.
If I was your son, I'd get you to talk politics to me instead of reading me bedtime stories. Okay, thank you, Proc. So a microeconomic system is a small, like a business. That's the perfect example. A single business is microeconomics. You could look at, say, Activision. Studying Activision would be studying a microeconomic system because it is one small part of a bigger economic system. I just took him out, and hopefully we managed to secure Bravo, or not, just stop him from taking it. So looking at a business, like, why does a business price this good? Why does a business sell in this market versus this one? Wolf Brother, thank you for the sponsorship. You can pet Boomby on his big head and give him a good boy rub and pat. He's such a good doge. That's microeconomics. Macroeconomics is big, huge things. The whole economy. What's the GDP? What's the unemployment rate? How much does the average American make? Something more like that is going to be macroeconomic. Why did Greece go bankrupt? Why is the European Union struggling? That's a macroeconomic system, because that's like a whole country's economic system, basically. Just what you're... Man, that guy just wrecked me. What a good use of the cloak ability. Most people don't do that. That's that would be that. So comparing the two is a little bit challenging, but understanding macro and micro systems are pretty much the fundamentals of economics. If you go to college and take economics, you're going to learn macroeconomics and then microeconomics. It's your first basic classes that you get. Now, socioeconomics is a little bit of an intersection between economics and psychology and/or psychology. So you get a little bit of, like, the youngest Flugel, thank you for the $4 donation. Been watching you since Black Ops 2. Your content is always entertaining. Currently boiling in Pakistan, but I love your opinion on everything. More politics. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. I was reading a little bit about your elections recently. You elected one of your first atheist parliament members in a long time. I believe he was in a majority Hindu region, though, which was a little bit easier. Thank you for the donation and the support. I do appreciate that, and I'm glad that you enjoy the content. I'm just kind of camping here because this is a little bit easier. I'm going to go back to Fireside's question on macro and micro. So socioeconomics. Man, this gun is nasty. Is going to be a little bit more like... as an example, why do black people earn less money than white people in the market? Why is it that people born in this zip code prefer Toyota cars over Honda cars? Why haven't we dealt with the Flint water crisis? So, to ask me for a socioeconomic theory comparing macro and microeconomics is a little bit difficult, to say the least. Perhaps the best intersection of this would be comparing... How would we smash all these things together? Oh my god, I just got ripped so hard. It would probably be something more akin to... How does a big policy change at the federal level affect a small business owner's income and thus the purchasing decisions that his family makes, which would then feed back into the big economy? And this is the type of question that economic think tanks, that big businesses and governments have to answer all the time. It's something like, well, as a good example, if we tweak the price of soybeans, if we screw with soybeans and there's tariffs, how does that affect the soybean farmers in Mississippi, of which there are many? And if the soybean farmers in Mississippi can sell less soybeans but at different prices, how does that affect their income? Therefore, how does that affect their investments? And it also, just their take-home income too. Well, if a certain percentage of people in Mississippi have less money to spend, they're going to buy less items. And then it's going to turn into, well, which items are they going to cut? Are they going to get cheaper food? Are they going to get less cars? Are they going to cut cable for Netflix? Or are they going to take out loans? What's a single family to do? And then from the next step, it's how's that going to affect other businesses? Let's say that you live in Mississippi and you sell expensive catfish. That's basically the official food of Mississippi. You've got that good catfish. You get that Delta good stuff. You're not selling that cheap catfish, right? Well, there was just a soybean tariff, and you're out there somewhere like Edabina or Cleveland somewhere, and a lot of your customers are soybean farmers or they service the soybean industry. Well, soybeans just took a big L because of the tariffs. So a lot of your customers are going to be buying a lot less stuff. Well, will they continue to buy your good catfish because they place a social value on their catfish? It's on your catfish. You sell that good premium Delta catfish. Is your catfish something that they can skimp on for more money? Or is it intrinsically tied into their social identity or to the local economy? How is that going to affect the catfish business in the region? So that would be the closest I can give you on socio and... Wow, this guy just doesn't die. Socio and microeconomics all smashing together in one. Hopefully, that made some sense. My gameplay has gone kind of to poop in a handbasket. I'm trying not to curse because YouTube will demonetize me here. But those are the kind of hard questions you have to answer if you're making policies. Like, if you are at the government level and your job, let's say you just became Super President of America. Who's here? Fireside Lemons is now Super President of America. When you make a decision, that's how you have to analysis. Analysis? God bless my words. That's how you have to analyze it. It's rough. Very few people can do it. That's why we have a lot of computers doing it these days, because there's so many variables that go into this sort of thing. You can almost never keep track of it. I'm not even really playing at the moment. I'm just literally screwing around right here. I'm gonna die almost immediately over here. Yep. There's so many dudes upstairs. I want to get up here and spray all these dudes with my gun. No! He bounced me. That's a brilliant place to camp with that, because it's going to bounce like crazy. There's no dodging it. You don't have to aim. It's just going to go. It's going to do its thing. That's a pretty funny place to camp. Nicholas Johnson, you're not still banned. You might have gotten timed out. Very few people get banned here. Very, very few people. Swordfish takes like 3 bursts to kill. Swordfish is a 3-round burst in Black Ops 4. That it is. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get this camper out up here. Okay, almost got me. Well, I killed his buddy. Isaiah Link says, Drifter, do you consider yourself to be a very creative and intelligent person? From watching your stories, you seem to be super creative and having a high IQ. I do not. I don't consider myself to be creative or particularly intelligent. As far as intelligence, I think that I am above average, but not significantly. Maybe well-read, but not particularly bright or genius level in any capacity. What in the hell? And as far as creative go, I'd actually say I'm on the lower side of creative. My creativity is pretty garbage. The more creative things you see out of me are more trial and error, in my opinion. I try to put some effort into my work and be, artistic and creative and clever, but a lot of it probably fails more often than it hits, but you just gotta stick with it. I think that's true of anything, and that if you just stick with it for long enough and your patience, you'll learn some tricks, you'll get good at it, you'll have booms and busts, sometimes you'll fail and sometimes you won't. Boximus Prime, Black Ops 3 has been running better for me tonight than it's been running in literally years. This dude's gonna kill me for sure. Yep. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I literally knew it. Blam, 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 blam. Why am I singing Devilman? ODST stuff. USSR reunification possible? Yeah, dude. Like, whatever you say. USSR reunification is totally possible. Let's do it. Steel, there is a 4-round burst in Black Ops 4. It's the Swordfish, when you put the extra bullet modification on it, it turns into a 4-round burst and it works really, really well. You think before you speak. It's the vanishing commodity in today's cesspool of verbal diarrhea.
There's no substitute.
Not exactly. A lot of the things I say are pre-thought. A lot of the things I say I've planned or practiced or had put some degree of thought in there. Yeah. More accurately, it's that high schools aren't teaching critical thought very much these days. We're lacking in critical thought and analysis. Alright guys, well I'm basically hitting my YouTube limit here. Unfortunately, YouTube does very, very bad things for my channel if I stream a long time. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to swap over to Mixer. If you guys want to continue Black Ops 4 with me, I'm going to go play a little bit on Mixer. I'm going to work on getting some gameplay, something more useful, more fun for maybe a video tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure. Ski, we don't ban very many people. We ban them if they're incredibly rude or if they spam or something. If you guys want to follow me on over to Mixer, I'm just about to go live over there. I just need to change my settings really quick. My Mixer settings, so I think it's set on Beat Saber at the moment. Come over here. Oh, there's my Doge stream. Yeah. I took my Doges to an anime convention and just let them get petted. That was the whole... We had a booth. We weren't really selling anything. We were just petting my Doges. That was the booth. That was it. It was fantastic. It was beautiful. Are you Democrat or Republican, and how far are you to the left or right? I'm neither Democrat or Republican. I don't give myself up to a party or an ideology. I'd say I probably count as slightly more left than most, or maybe libertarian minus the crazy stuff. Libertarians get a little crazy about some things, and they get very wanky about unlimited business freedoms, even when it's clearly bad for the whole world. Let me go, not streaming on IRL. Black Ops 3 is what I'm streaming. We go ahead and save that, and we go ahead and click broadcast. And in just a few moments, I will be live on Mixer. Guys here on YouTube, thank you for coming out. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. Thank you for the subs here. It's been good to come back to have over 1,000 people watching on a game that's 3 years old when I'm not streaming on YouTube a lot after 2 weeks of Fortnite, which lots of people have had, you know, things to say about recently. But it's good to have all you here. Am I live yet on Mixer? I should be live. Why is it? It always takes like just a second to like push to live properly. There we go. Why does it do that? I have no idea why it takes just a minute or two, but live. But yeah, we are swapping over to Mixer. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Why can I not view my own stream? Can you guys see my Mixer stream? What is happening here? Why are we not live? I think I need to put that on 18 plus, and we hit save. I think I had a categorization issue. Ah, there we go. Now it's live. Gamer, thank you for the sub. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Finally live. It just takes a minute to like populate. Yeah, we're wrapping it up, everybody. Thank you all for the support tonight and the good questions. Sorry I got off on the political rants, but that's okay. I'm dropping my own stream link on there. I am now live on Mixer. People can come on in and play. We're going to boost this up. We're going to see if we can get like Mixer front page tonight. That'll be fun. We'll have a fun stream. We definitely will. Mark my words. Thank you for the sub on YouTube, guys. We are ending here. This is the end of it. It's going bye-bye. I'm editing my settings right now. I'm just changing everything. I'm getting links to other videos. I'm dropping the donation link. We're moving over to Mixer. We'll see you there in just a moment. Actually, I need to link through to a Call of Duty video instead of a Fortnite video. I'll take that. I'll actually link through to a VR video. Beat Saber VR. Love that game. So fun. Saved that. Okay, let's go back to my live control room. Well, or my whole thing will freeze. That's cool too. We're up to 124, 130 here on Mixer, which is awesome. Okay, why? Unknown error? That's great. I love unknown error. That's my favorite kind of error. Guys, we are moving on over to Mixer. I'm just taking a little bit of... Hey, Mr. Vlash, Infinity, Packer, Helsing, Quaylana. I see all of you here leaving messages. I'm just... having some technical difficulties shutting down the YouTube stream. Now finally. All right, well, thank you all for coming tonight. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that some of you come over to Mixer where we continue doing more things, and I hope to see you over there too. Been so long since I've seen you. Drifter out on YouTube.